Hello, everyone. This is Noelle, and welcome back to the Writer's Corner. Today, we're going to be discussing our college where we took screenwriting. There was a lot of drama.
I'm Twilight, and we will tell you about our experiences.
KG here. Warning, this podcast may mention of grass, if you know what we mean.
So, we had our orientation when we first started.
Yeah, and it was with the other classes, not just the writers. It was the actors. I believe we had also the gaming and the animation. I'm not really sure. It was a long time ago.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
And how we first met, I think.
I remember meeting you at the orientation. I was sitting beside you.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't remember.
I was sitting right there. I
just remember us being in a big circle.
Oh yeah.
And then we talking about like what class we were and like, oh, what we can do and what to expect of us and stuff. I think I said something cringy, but I don't remember because it was cringy, so
I don't know. I think I remember it being like, oh, people think I'm evil or something like that.
Certainly
that's cringy for me.
Person.
I don't even remember what I said.
I don't even remember what I said either.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the introduction, what I don't know.
Yeah, and then I think all of us were moved into our respective classrooms. Yeah. And that's how at least the main like writers like met and stuff.
I remember also getting a free bag. That's cool.
Oh yeah, we got free bags.
Oh yeah, we all got backpacks. That was nice.
It's pretty good quality, not gonna lie. It lasted for this long.
Well, I still have it.
Yeah, I still have it too. It's really good. I don't know if they still do it to this day. But
oh yeah, especially with it all being online, probably not.
Yeah, probably not. True. Just send the package. So like, here you go, free backpack or something. I think the only thing I regret not getting I know there's a store. I kind of regret not getting like a sweater or anything from like the school. Because I would have really liked the sweater from the school.
Oh, did they have a merchandise thing? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't notice either.
They were selling like school stuff, like pencils, notebooks, and cool. For some reason sweatpants was something. I'm not sure why. I was really confused. I'm like, all right, but like I didn't want sweatpants. I wanted a sweater, like an actual sweater I can wear and to prove that I actually went to this school.
Oh yeah, yeah, I guess that would be like high school or elementary school with the sweater.
Oh, I remember my high school had sweaters and stuff.
I never got those, so.
Yeah, I had a sweater too, but for us it was like an ugly color. It was like purple and white. It wasn't like the normal one where it's like black and then some other color.
I remember in one of my schools they were selling a white and blue sweater, and it looks pretty neat actually. Wish I got that, but I never got to because I don't know.
Right.
I guess I just never knew how to get those.
Anyways, so back to like our writer's school. How I think my first impressions of you guys, they weren't bad.
They were bad.
They weren't bad.
Oh, they weren't bad.
They weren't bad. It makes me sound shallow, but yeah. For some reason, I was like, okay, I have to be like a good student because this is a school that I got into and was able to like pass. It's like make a good impression and stuff. I don't know what I did in order to make that said good impression, but yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. I just remember all of us being like kind of shy and quiet at first.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're all introverts at the time. I think we're all introverts at some like means of like anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I think in order of like, I feel like I had to be the one who has to be the extrovert / introvert of the group, other than one of our other classmates who have to like
the critic.
People. Yeah, the critic
is the most extroverted of us all.
And yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
And
he
then
like talked the most.
yeah. In our school we had a bunch of teachers, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I remember.
So yeah. One of our we're gonna go through like our teachers. So one of
Yeah,
our teachers, and yeah.
and they have code names. Like we're using code names. These aren't their real names, but
We aren't using their real names to one protect like the privacy of our teachers and
Mm-hmm.
potentially other students who might listen to this. Um,
Potentially.
so our first like teacher that we're gonna like say is Mr. Grass, and he's
Mr.
our TV, shorts, and web series teacher. And he was great, to be honest. He's
Yeah,
one of my favorite teachers out of
yeah,
like
he
same.
was also
not to
one
say
of my
that the other
favorites.
teachers didn't make an impact on me. It's just that like we had fun in Mr. Grass's class
Yeah.
a lot. And then we have our other teacher, Mr. Chatter, who was our indie film advice teacher, and he was also a Criterion Channel promoter. And if you don't know what Criterion Channel is, it's apparently an indies film website where you can watch like indie stuff for
Oh.
free, I believe.
Well, I
Well,
think
I mean,
it's
not just
I
indie
think
stuff, but
you
more like classic movies as well.
yeah, like
Yeah.
black and white movies.
Yeah, the
And
old
for some
noir
reason, every
films and
time he
everything.
mentions the Criterion Channel, it feels like the classroom is being sponsored.
Sponsored by the
Classroom is
Criterion
sponsored by
Channel.
the Criterion Channel. If you go onto the website now, you can check out for movies for free. Not actual all movies, but like indie films and black and white films, as we said earlier. But for free.
By the way, the our channel we're not affiliated with the Criterion Channel.
No, we're not being
Yeah,
sponsored.
but
We're not
if you like movies, you could go there anyway.
And Mr. Chatter was like every class was like, "Oh, I love the Criterion Channel."
like I love the
Almost every
Criterion
class.
Channel.
Every
It
class.
really feels like a sponsor every time he talks about it. Like, I'm always thinking, is this classroom sponsored? The classroom is sponsored, isn't it? That's how you just kidding. And then our next teacher, he's Mr. Motivator.
Oh
And
yeah.
he was our short film, feature, format, and movie watcher teacher. Same with
Yeah.
Mr. Chatter. They both had like a switch in between weeks where they would show us a video, not video, a movie by the end of the week, and we just watch it and then we talk about it.
And we'd all like get popcorn too. We'd take turns buying popcorn, and then we'd all like
Yeah.
go microwave it, and then come back.
Popcorn,
I remember there was
snacks,
like a
drinks, or
time.
anything.
Yeah,
Like
I remember.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I remember how like we were all trying to figure out the signs of not like getting burnt popcorn
Oh yeah.
because of
But yeah,
the
and then
microwaves.
what's interesting about that is that the teachers didn't ask us to do it, but we did it anyway.
Like we wanted
Oh.
snacks,
Yeah,
obviously.
it was like
I
we just
remember.
brought it on our own, you know,
Yeah,
what was it called? Our own accord.
right. And I remember like one time I just brought in chocolates because like I was too lazy to get popcorn.
Yeah.
or
That's
something
right.
like
I
that.
think I brought in chips once too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same here.
And then, I think one of our classmates, the critic, he brought in cookies.
Oh yeah.
I kept eating it,
Oh
and he's
yeah.
like, "Oh, chill. It's just like same from some of the teachers." I was like that hungry, and I'm like, dang.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Next of our teachers, we have Miss Gladiator, and she
Oh
was our
yeah,
business
she's also
slash
pretty cool.
Hallmark teacher. And if you don't know what
She also
Hallmark,
does our field trips too.
right? She also does our field trips. And if you guys don't know what Hallmark is, it's basically movies that are not good but are somehow
No,
like still
no.
being made.
I mean,
In my
Hallmark is one of
perspective,
those
it's
movies
not
that
good.
doesn't require a lot of thinking.
Yeah,
It's
like
just
like it's not like amazing writing. It's like usually romance, sometimes mystery, but it is. We were learning about it because it's good for getting into the film industry. So like
Yeah.
it's if you're going into the film industry, it is important to look into Hallmark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
also one
it's
of
like
the easier
the movies that
things to
are
get
way
into.
too family friendly, but are like really like trying to be way
Generic.
too family friendly.
It's very
for every,
generic.
and also Hallmark is, yes, it's the same brand who does make the freaking gift cards and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's the same.
So I
And
guess that
yeah,
makes sense.
right. And then our next teacher, we have Miss Laughs, who was our comedy teacher. And she, I believe she didn't like come in until near the end of our school year
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
was apparently a requirement. Like we didn't have any problems with it. It's just that it came out of nowhere for us, I
Oh yeah.
believe, right?
That's true.
I think it was sort
But
of
I
it
mean,
was the first.
before Miss Laughs, it was Mr. Skit we were with. He was
Right,
doing some comedy improv with us, and then
right.
Oh yeah,
he
and I
came
remember
back.
when we put one of our classmates, the critic, we kept putting him on the floor because we were doing this activity. So we'd be like crawling
Oh,
Carl, rolling Roger, and he's like, "Why do you guys want me on the floor?"
like you get
Eileen,
on the floor now.
I'm sorry. We
And
just happened to have it on the
and fun
floor.
fact, our Mr. Skid was on on a Disney show, but we're not gonna say it because, like, again, protecting our teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was on a Disney show,
Yeah,
and
he's pretty
for
cool.
some reason, can I tell you like a story?
But
For some reason, I was trying to figure out where I've like seen him. Like, where have I seen this guy before? And then I remembered on the top of my head, it's like, oh my gosh, he was on a Disney show.
I
Because
honestly
they
don't
had
even
like,
know.
because they have posters in the school too. So we were literally walking past his picture every day.
Oh yeah.
Was there a
I guess
poster
that's
of
the
like
only thing that
the show
I
that he was
recognize him
on?
in. I just don't
All
know
I
which one.
remember that he was also on like a CW show, which also we're not gonna say what it is, but he was also on that one CW show that I didn't like take two back. I was like, okay, that's obvious, like because he's an actor, right? And it would make sense if an actor was shown on like like he wasn't
Posters?
on the poster, but he was on the TVs that would would like play some previews of the actors being in the show
Oh
or
yeah, I forgot about
who
that.
Yeah, I
write
remember.
who were writers in the show. And yeah. Also fun fact, our Miss Gladiator, she was also on a CW show, but we're also not gonna say which one it was. Again,
Not
protecting our
yet.
teachers and stuff.
Mm,
It was
no,
really
not yet.
funny actually because the one of the hallmarks we watched, her boyfriend was in it, and we kept
Oh
seeing
yeah.
him in all these different movies. It's like, oh, there he is again.
Oh
I was
my
like, oh
gosh.
hey, it's her
Oh my gosh.
boyfriend right there.
Do you remember when we were like looking through his IMDb page?
Yeah.
And then
He was
I was like
apparently in
freaking out because he was on that one Nickelodeon movie. Again, we're
Yeah.
not gonna say what movie that is because, again, protecting and stuff. But he was on that one Nickelodeon movie that was like so shocking. And we were like, and I think
That's
me
good.
and Insomnia, we were like so and I was like, what? He was on Nickelodeon movie? And
Yeah.
we were like laughing so hard, and we were trying to be, and then we didn't want to be rude, obviously, and we tried asking. We were trying to finding ways to ask him about it,
Yeah.
and I don't think we ever did. So I guess,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, um, okay. Anyways,
Anyway, yeah.
moving from like that. What else? Are we talking about? Oh yeah. So,
We were
oh yeah.
talking about our movie times, like some of the things that happened. Like I remember, well, actually, no, it was when we were watching a show, but the critic was like on the edge of his seat. He was so excited, and then he
Yeah.
turns to look, and our other classmate, Insomnia, was
Just,
completely passed out, his head
oh my
lolling to one
god.
side.
And then
I
you guys
remember that.
were I don't know what you guys were doing.
I
I,
remember that. I think I was also somewhat passed out during the.
I stayed awake, but it was Aaron Sorkin, so it was like the dialogue was really fast. So I was like really tired after.
Yeah. Me, I was trying to keep up, but I don't know what happened. So I was
I
like,
think
what the fudge
I
did I
always feel
watch?
bad for whenever we finish a movie because sometimes I would accidentally sleep through them.
Oh yeah. I
I think it's
remember.
because I think one, it didn't help that it was like so early in the morning
Oh
that
yeah.
they were like showing us a movie,
I
and
Oh yeah, because some of us had like really. I think you had like the worst commute. Like you
Oh
had like
yeah,
a
the
two
worst sleeping
hour.
schedule
So
too.
you'd get up at
oh
like
right,
5 in the morning or something.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
because
awful.
for me it was like terrible because I didn't ask my parents to drop me off to the Sky Train, and so I had to take the bus from freaking to the Sky Train and then ride on a freaking packed Sky Train all the way
Oh,
to just only walk up because it doesn't go because I was broke and poor and I didn't want to like spend like my like card to just get on a bus that would take me up for like 2 minutes. So I ended up walking for most of the time. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
and it sucked.
Understandable.
and I
Sorry
used
about my rant about
and
traveling.
I used to get kind of mad at the critic because he would like show up late or wouldn't come in, and it's
Oh
like
yeah.
you lived 5 minutes from the school. I was so jealous.
What
Yeah.
the frick, man? I would love to live 5 minutes away from school, so I don't have to wake up freaking early in the morning to just die.
Yeah, I had to get up at like 6:30, but I was still better than what you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Insomnia didn't know there was a snow day, so he walked like 2 hours to school. Found the
Oh
door
my
was
god!
locked. He found the
Oh,
door was locked, and then had to
Oh
walk
my
two
gosh, I
hours home
remember.
guy.
because he like
Dude, I
refused. He
remember that.
refused to use the Facebook page when they. That's when they told us all it was a snow
I
day.
mean, I didn't
I
know
remember that. I remember
actually.
I think I called in one day before that I had to like come in like I wasn't able to
Yeah.
come in because I'm gonna be sick.
I
But then
actually
it
don't
didn't
even
even
know how he
matter because like
knew.
there was a snow day that happened. And it
Yeah.
was okay. I think we were all annoyed
Wait,
when
how the heck did I know about that though?
about what
About
the snow day.
the snow day, yeah. Wait, why
They
is it?
posted it on their Facebook page,
Hmm.
which again, I think we all agreed that I don't think that was the best form of communication with the students because I don't know. Maybe
Well,
it's
I did.
because
They did tell us at the beginning in the orientation. They said you need to check your Facebook page every day. So I did.
interesting.
I made sure to check, and I remember
Um,
it was like there was snow everywhere. So I was at the bus stop waiting, and I was literally like refreshing the page, and then it was like 7 o'clock. But yeah, it was probably a bit late because if you left your house at 5, you probably were like on your way and then had to
I would've
turn
been
around.
if I did was on my way to school, I would have been super pissed about it because
Like if they had posted it 10 minutes later, I would have been on the bus already.
Oh,
So
oh
I
yeah.
think the only problem is
I
that
don't
they
know how I
didn't do it, like,
learned about that.
professionally, like, they didn't, like, send emails to everyone about it instead of just expecting everyone to, like, check their Facebook about it, which is
Yeah,
like, okay, I get it. It's easier, but it's not the most professional in
I
a
guess.
lot of
Yeah,
eyes.
that's true.
Yeah, and I think that's,
Also,
like
I don't really use Facebook. I mean,
yeah,
I have a Facebook, but I just don't use it.
exactly, and that's a problem. Anyways, so and then Insomnia was super, like, pissed about it. I'm pretty sure we all could
Yeah, I'm
tell
sure.
he was, like, pissed about the whole ordeal, and not
Yeah.
gonna blame him. That would also, like, piss me off too. It's like and,
yeah, I
what
was lucky. It was like 2 minutes till my bus came, and I was just watching the page, and I was like, "Oh yay, snow day!" and got to turn around and go home.
I
I'm
don't even know
I'm,
how
like
I knew it was a snow day. That's a
'cause,
surprise.
I don't know, the hard snow that's falling from the sky.
Yeah, there's snow everywhere.
There's
True.
snow everywhere. Oh, I didn't know there was snow day. I'm like, huh? Well, I see. Just kidding. Sorry, Twilight.
Yeah, I don't know.
My gosh, we were talking about like so much like drama that happened with the
Yeah.
school.
I guess I feel bad for you guys that you had to walk through all that while I have the most convenient place to go to.
I
What
was
was it? It's
lucky.
like really close to my place. I mean, I just take 2 buses and that's it.
Take 2 buses. That's it. It's like,
Yep,
uh,
that's
um,
it. I
yeah.
mean, I could easily walk there too, but
Like I don't want to walk. Who wants to
I
walk?
mean,
That's what
yeah,
transit's for.
yeah.
And
I
mind
mean,
you, this is but way before the whole like pandemic happened. So
yeah,
it was before it was the good old days where we were able to stay
yeah.
outside and not wear
oh,
masks.
I
I
also like
remember.
how what was it? I guess I like how I'm the only one who likes to dress up a lot. What was it? You guys like to like dress casually, and then here I am just dressing up.
Yeah, I would just show up like in a hoodie. I wasn't very
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
And I was like in like some t-shirt and something, or like some jeans and
I guess
whatnot.
that's the only impression I got. I was like, huh, everyone's dressed, casually, and here I am.
Just
Whatever.
like casually.
It's fine. I like
And then
dressing up. That's the only time I get to dress up.
and I think it was Miss Gladiator who had to like tell us straight up, be like, okay, you guys need to dress up nicely because
Oh
there's gonna be
yeah,
people who would
on our
come in this
business. I remember our business class, like the first few classes, we were all wearing like really nice clothes, and like the guys had like dress shirts on, and then you get to the second half of the year, and we've all completely forgotten about the dress code.
because like they never want.
Except
I
me.
think Miss Gladiator, she wanted us to like expect that there's gonna be someone coming in to like to the class and teach something, but she would usually tell us way beforehand instead of like expecting us to like think like, oh, maybe somebody's gonna come in or something or
Oh,
anything like.
and then
Oh yeah, we're always expecting a special guest.
we had that like where we had like 5 months, because usually we had Mondays off, but we had that 5 weeks in a row where we had to do Monday classes.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that was
my
like
gosh,
the end of the year
those were a
almost.
nightmare because those are supposed to be our days off and we weren't supposed to do anything, like no like work or anything. But
Yeah,
then we had
or we could just like pretty much
relax. It was
maybe.
like our
Oh
writers'
yeah,
day apparently, where that's what they called it because it's a day where they need to do some writing and stuff. And I'm like, I never use those days
Well,
for writing.
I
we
did.
we were kind of procrastinators. That's the problem. But
Yeah.
I don't remember somebody. I mean, the Miss Gladiator said that's what the day was supposed to be for, but nobody ever actually told us that. Nobody said, "Okay, Mondays. There. This is we put this day in the calendar so you can." Work on your scripts. Like nobody actually told us that's what the day was for.
That was like apparently that
Like
was like
I don't remember. Like I
that
remember
was
hearing about it from Miss Gladiator like halfway through the year that's why Mondays off were a thing, but
Yeah,
Mm.
and then it was like surprising to the other students that weren't writers that
Oh
they were
yeah,
like, "You guys have Mondays off?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they
yeah.
were like, "No wonder we don't see you in school." And I'm like, I thought you guys were skipping. I'm like, no.
That's
Like,
funny.
why would we skip? We're like the students that are like good students and whatnot.
Maybe.
Just kidding. I'm pretty sure they're all good students in their own ways. But I remember Miss Gladiator was like talking like bad about like her students in the acting because no one
Some
did
of
their
them, yeah.
project.
And then
well, just from talking to one of my friends from the actors, I'm pretty sure I know like what student was causing problems too in that class.
oh
I'm not,
really?
Yeah,
I can't say their name, but basically they were coming in late all the time, and to the point where they actually had kind of a catchphrase. Their whole catchphrase was like, "Sorry, I'm late," and they'd be holding a coffee cup.
oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, there was a lot. Like sometimes, Miss Gladiator, she's really like scary, something, but she also like talks like
She's
drama.
also funny.
She's funny that way, and it's
She's
great,
funny and scary at the same time.
right? And then as the years gone by, we had like more teachers that come in, like Miss Laughs, who was our comedy sketch teacher.
She's also really funny.
Yeah, she was also
She's
like
also really scary. But
I remember it took us a while to warm up to the idea of having a comedy class because we were all like, "Oh, we're not funny. We want to write
we like
serious
doing
stuff."
drama.
But
This is like dramatic.
but as we got into it more, I think we got used to it. Like I really liked it, and there were some good scripts too.
Yeah,
Like Insomnia had the James Cameron one.
Oh
with,
yeah, I remember
with the Avatar cat, the blue cat.
I remember.
oh my god! And then I remember
Um,
I always like thought my script was like garbage in the comedy, but you guys were always saying it's like no, it's funny. But I don't know if
Yeah.
that was like for pity or like just
Oh, it's actually
you-
funny.
because I
don't know what you're
remember
talking
one
about.
one script that I made was making fun of the whole like soap opera thing, and
Yeah,
like
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be like, one of those funny relatables.
because like I was like putting a scene, it's like, oh, this guy, this like muscular guy drenched in baby oil. Oh my god.
And then, like,
And
her
then the wind keeps like blowing
flow
everywhere,
The
blowing
wind
through
keeps
everyone's hair.
except for that one girl who isn't
one
even part
character
of the
who's like
family.
confused of what's happening.
Yeah,
That was funny.
it was funny.
And then what other,
I
oh yeah,
I remember
earlier,
we would play games with the other students outside of school hours because we wanted to get to know
Yeah.
everybody.
It was like
oh yeah,
earlier in
true.
the year
It was
too.
early in the year. I think the first one who did that was one of our animation like students at the school.
Yeah,
Shout out to her, she's super cool. And
yeah.
yeah, and then after that, I don't know what happened. I think all of us,
Just
we
ended
know,
up getting really
ended up,
busy
yeah,
afterwards.
because of like school, obviously, and all of that ridiculous stuff that happened in the year. Um,
I remember one time we were playing like a board game in McDonald's, and I think it had like a haunted house theme. I don't remember what the game was, but I remember the critic accidentally said, "Oh my god," or something, and there was like this religious woman sitting in the McDonald's who got really upset. He got like a lecture.
So funny.
what? That's so weird. It's like what?
Blasphemy! How dare you sully the name of the Lord?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Um, yeah. What other things that we did? Oh my gosh, I remember how I messed up a game of Mafia and actually just said Asomnia's name instead of Detective, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, we
It
have
was
to
like,
start
oh,
over."
oh. Yeah, I remember that part.
Oh my
Now that
gosh.
you mention it.
Oh, do you remember our substitute teacher that always subs for all the other teachers?
Oh yeah,
Miss
her.
Tormentor. Miss
Yes,
Yeah, Miss Tormentor.
Mr. Mentor.
She's the one that is really close to Miss Gladiator, and whenever
And we colored Miss Tormentor because we're all out of shape,
Yeah.
and
right,
she took over our yoga class that we usually did with Miss Gladiator, and the exercises we found like we were dying. So
Yeah.
most of us were super
Oh yeah, I
sore
do also
by
remember
the
about
next
Miss
day.
Gladiator. Every time we see her in the beginning of the year, her leg is always in a cast.
oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, I
Yeah, and
remember that we
then
didn't
we're
even.
like slowly watching her like heal her leg. It's pretty
Yeah, I
interesting.
remember. Oh my gosh, do you remember our first class? She wasn't there. We were
Oh.
supposed to meet her on.
Because she broke her leg.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
exactly.
supposed
And we
to
were
see
no,
her,
we
but
were
then we
confused
couldn't.
about it, and then they told us like, "Oh yeah, you guys can leave." And we're like, "What? We can leave?"
And I
And
was like,
because of
oh,
our
it's
teacher,
because
like wasn't there,
yeah,
and so it didn't count it as like the hours that we missed in the day. So I think that's what started the whole like Monday classes stuff, was to make up for the hours of our classes. Um, to put it in context, so in our school, we had this thing for at least the writers where if we miss a day of class, we have to make up for it in some other form or way, like field trips or well, field trips is a whole other thing, but field trips or any other classes that we needed to like make up for, like and when I mean that, I mean like the whole class, not just one person like missing out and stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause
mm,
everyone
I
had to
mean
like
that
make up.
I mean that makes sense because we were paying for it, so they wanted us to get our full tuition's worth, right?
And
yeah,
it was a good rule because one, we would actually have more extended classes when we usually have short ones, because most of the classes that we have, they last for about 3 hours long, I believe, in the day,
each.
like each at least. I don't remember, maybe
Oh yeah, I
three or
don't remember
four, who
either.
knows. But sometimes they would the other teachers would try to like negotiate, like if we had like a field trip, and so that would make up for one class, another teacher can use that opportunity to extend their class like earlier and stuff, so that
Yeah.
we have more time in that class.
Oh yeah.
and then we can make up for, and then that would mean we have like an extra slot in the, in the day, because we usually have, I believe, 3 classes in a
Mhm.
whole day. I believe that's like the
Yeah.
minimum, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was like a whole like like explaining and stuff, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I totally get it.
Hello, everyone. This is Noelle, and welcome back to the Writer's Corner. Today we're going.
Wait.
Sorry. No, it's just that.
Yeah,
God damn it.
the
Wait, can we start again?
Okay.